No, it should be fine. You know what? My dick nipples can sense danger, and we should be good. Okay, because they're not humming.
Did you already start? I think you started.
Oh shit!
Oh, okay. Well done, Dan.
Every time.
Please tell me that's just the chat screwing with you.
No, Inflatable says she can't hear you either. On brand.
Inflatable may also be screwing with you.
Don't forget there is a delay on the stream. Well, we can hear you, Jazz, and I think that's what counts. Lip read.
I can hear Dan on the stream.
Well, I'd hope so.
I can hear myself, and that's awful.
That's why I don't rewatch the streams, because I hate hearing myself speak, like recordings and stuff.
Now I can hear myself commenting on myself, hearing myself. It's like Inception, but
Self-ception.
Self-ception.
Self-ception. D&D edition. Well, maybe if they can't hear Jazz, then we should advertise the Jasper's Game Week, everyone.
Oh. That will be starting next week. What day is it?
I'm doing mine on the Friday the 20th, and the thing starts at 3:30 Australian Eastern. Is it daylight time?
Standard
time? Standard time. Australian Eastern Standard Time, because we decide that we like to change our times between two different time zones and make it complicated for everyone, even though we live our lives here the entire time. No one can figure it out. Anyway, so Friday the 20th at 3:30 in the afternoon, I will be playing in a group run by, what was her name again? The Eye of Ching is what the
handle is.
The handle is, or at least on Discord.
I believe that'll be over at the Ardent Roleplay Twitch channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty. Jez, do you know the details of your one?
Mine is on Wednesday at the 18th, I believe, at 7 p.m. I am playing with GM Chef. Other guests include Nick from, I think it's Bard RPG. Forgive me if I'm wrong. And Emily from Fate's Grip. That should be great.
Oh, nice.
I need to get in there and actually have a look at all the stuff.
I've got to make a character yet. A fun one for us getting lined up. There's some ideas floating around, which should be good.
What time are you playing, Jez?
7 p.m. Sydney time.
Awesome.
Be there. Join us on Ardent Roleplay's Twitch. Should be good fun. Okay, hopefully all the tech issues, which we anticipated, are now fixed. I'm getting the okay from Kat and Adam. Fantastic. Anything else? Any other announcements? Oh, we have a giveaway coming up end of this month, courtesy of our lovely sponsor, Aeon Craft, which is another fantastic T-shirt. Jump onto our Discord to have a look at what those options are, and we can choose between option A or option B, and that T-shirt will be up for grabs on our last session of the month.
And I'm pretty sure Rages, if you just want to spend money, if you go and buy stuff from Aeon Craft and use code Rages10 at the checkout, you get 10% off your purchase.
That's exactly right, Dan. That is exactly right.
Hey, I remember the thing.
Awesome. So, I think that's it. That's all our announcements, team. We're good to go. Good to rock and roll.
I would like to say that, Jess, thank you for doing this, because I really needed D&D this week.
Yeah.
And I'm very upset about Monday not happening.
I know, me too. I tried to get as prepared as I could, but we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. It's going to be a good session. Let's see how far we get. Right, last we left off, the party had been tapped on the shoulder to try and solve an issue the Candlekeep town was having with their supply of fresh seafood. Fresh seafood is being normally brought in by the sea from... oh, jeez, I've forgotten their name of the place. But hello, Evdoa. Welcome, Raiders.
Hello.
It's great to have
Welcome,
you with
Raiders.
us. You caught us right at the start. As we look at trying to solve this situation where this seafood has dried up. Seafood supply to Candlekeep has dried up. The party was given a book from the Candlekeep library with some clues on how to solve or get started with that. They understood. What did you guys understand from those cylinders inside the book?
Oh, so many things. There was like this whole story thing going on. There was all about these, not the frog people, the Gripli. We'll start ourselves being nice and proper in our language.
Oh, that's right.
So the Gripli, it told a tale where, almost like a prophetic warning, I guess, where my notes say that the serpent, so the yuan-ti creatures have come and killed the frog people. The village has fallen into disarray. All of the little crabs that they've been harvesting have escaped. The village is vacant, the buildings are flattened, and the temple has been overtaken by yuan-ti. And so that was a problem that we probably should go and attend to for the right kind of coin.
For the right kind of coin, indeed.
The 200 right kind of coins.
Oh, that was each.
Yeah.
Yes, that was age, yeah.
Yeah. And we got some sums up front too. I was kind of impressed. I wouldn't have given us money up front.
Now I've got to find my notes.
I thought it was 400 per person. Says it right there, Jez.
You might have negotiated up. So you were escorted or assisted in getting along up to the Grippli village via a sailor, Mitor Ajans.
Oh, is that what that says?
Yeah, and so he helps you guys get up to head on your way to the trading post, the Grippli trading post. Arriving there, you can see, as we finished last session, 2 Gripli holding, now the name escapes me, tridents on the edge of the pier.
When we say greeted by 2 Gripli, is it like greeted? Or is it-
Menacingly grips trident.
As you approach and the boat docks on the jetty there,
Oh,
You
what
hear
a
these Gripli
fantastic
call
looking
out.
fellow.
Ripley call out in this strange tongue that you just can't understand. It sounds like a croak, and it's really deep and guttural. And I'm not even going to attempt it.
I just lean over to Bonnie. I just lean over to Bonnie and was like, it sounds like they've got a frog caught in their throat.
Yeah, no, I can see how you'd see that.
They should probably be wearing masks.
I wonder if that's where they keep their babies.
Do frogs keep babies
You
in
know,
their
like
mouth?
some fish, some fish do. Maybe frogs do. I don't know. We could ask them.
Yeah. Hey, do you have babies in your mouth?
You see one of the Gripli, the one closest to you, looks at you, Finnery, with a puzzled look, and then looks at his mate and says something in a strange tongue, but then turns back to you in a really kind of broken English kind of manner. Says, who are you? No babies.
Sorry, Gary, you're gonna have to stay here. And we are the Candlekeep Detective Agency. We heard there was a snake problem up here. We have come to investigate what is happening and help out where we can for a modest fee, of course.
Snake. What's snake? And you see Mitor look at you like, more snakes? Like there's snakes here, there's snakes there. What's going on?
I told you, Meteor, there's a snake problem.
There's snakes everywhere in this town. In this whole coast infested by snakes.
Probably, yeah.
I think these tend to go by the name of yuan-ti.
And at that you see
You have a yuan-ti problem up here.
the Gripply looks at you and he looks at his friend again. It's like and they nod at each other. They turn back to you, and again they say, "Come, we'll show you."
Yep, money up front.
They don't respond.
We're getting paid by that other, the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Helk.
Yeah, but Bonnie, if we can get paid by them as well, we double our income stream.
Yeah, but I don't really want to be like stick on the end of one of those tridents. Like that doesn't sound like a good time. Can you imagine how far that would go into your butt cheek?
Yeah, no, well, we want to avoid that definitely, but
I don't think I can run as fast as or faster than a Gripply can hop.
Okay, all right, we'll behave then. Okay, we'll just take the money we're gonna get when we get back. Okay.
And I'm sure there's going to be like treasure and shit in the temple or whatever. Like I'm sure they won't notice it if how does this character play that? I'm sure it'll be fine. It's shiny. It's there. It'll.
Yeah. Okay.
Commander's
You know
keepers,
what?
right?
I hadn't thought of that. This is why we make a good team. You're the forethinker. I'm more in the moment. We make with the funnies and stuff.
Oh, okay. They're getting away, guys. They're
Oh,
getting.
shit.
Oh shit! That's the water. I don't want to go in there.
Mitor says, "Yeah, we should follow those guys. They clearly
Are you
got
coming
something
with
to tell
us?
you." Yeah, I just escort you a little of the ways, and then I might let you be.
Oh, very good.
And the Gripply lead you to this strange sort of stone building with one small entrance. And as you enter,
Just before Mito Jans enters through the doorway, minor illusion for another snake just that hisses at him.
give me a sleight of hand. Oh, he's minor illusion. Somatic thing?
Spell book. Somatic, yeah. SM.
Yeah. The hand movements. He does not see it whatsoever. This snake falls down to the ground, starts to slither out, and you see him, he like high-pitched squeal of terror. And he goes to stomp on this snake, and as he stomps on it, it just disappears into nothingness. He looks horrified, like, what the hell is... He looks up at you guys. Did you see the snake?
Are you coming?
There's more snakes around. Be careful.
Okay,
What?
buddy.
Enter the trading post. Inside the trading post, the Gripply leads you over and introduces you to... He says, This pond mother. She knows. She's old.
Well, hail and well met, Pond Mother.
And this pond mother clears her throat again. Sort of looks a bit quizzically at the one that's just brought you guys into this room. And like a feminine voice, but still fairly croaky. Jeez, it's hard to do frogs' voices.
Give it your best shot.
He says, "Who are you that come and visit me here?"
We are this Candlekeep Detective Agency, the Sword Coast premier detective agency. We investigate wrongdoings and other foul things around, up and down the Sword Coast. We haven't met a case we haven't been able to solve.
Hmm.
No, we haven't been able to solve. Yep. We
Any
come
cases?
here to, at the behest of the Candlekeep Library, to assist you with your yuan-ti problem.
She looks at you again, and then she looks over to Mitor, who's not on the map. And she says something in this strange guttural tone to him, which he then replies in the same kind of language, but kind of gestures that it's okay, they're friend, they're safe.
That someone actually vouched for us. I'm surprised.
And,
Well, to be fair, we haven't hurt anyone here yet. Like,
Yeah, keyword. Yeah. Or
I
considering
mean,
the last post,
there's a lot of unintentional shit that we do. Like, I can't guarantee that we're not going to hurt anyone.
yeah, and like last place we were at was like in another dimension, so we should be sweet here. Like all of our
This is home
bad
turf.
stuff. This is home turf. Yes.
Ish.
Yes. I will reach into my bag of holding and I'll pull out a business card, but it's blank, and then I just pull out like a quill, and I quickly write on it CDA. Bums for hire. And I hand it over
she
to the
takes
fond mother.
she takes the card and she looks at it very like, I've never seen one of these kind of things before. Gives it a sniff. Sees the scribble on it, but not quite sure what it means, then just puts it gently down on the floor next to her.
Do we have the scrolls and what we rolled them onto? Paper. I can't remember if it was.
Oh,
paper
it's not
or-
paper, it is skin.
Yep,
Skin.
it's skin.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It is skin.
Yeah. Anyway, can we crack those out and show them that we understand what's written here?
Yeah, absolutely. So you get these. Who was carrying them? I think.
Oh, that would
As
be
you,
me.
Bonnie.
Bonnie has them, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
So-
not touching that.
Bonnie, you take these cylinders out, the cylinders and the wrappings that you've sort of rolled the skin around them in, and lay them out in front of her. And as you lay them out, she leans over and looks at it. She really ponders it for a moment, and the symbols of the yuan-ti, she just points at it and looks up at you. She's just like tapping it. This one.
Yeah, we kind of understand that you might be having a problem with these people at the moment.
Yes. They didn't come and be hostile to begin with. They were friendly. They were helpful to us. But then, a few weeks after these first group arrived, more came, and they brought anger and spears and pain and torment to our young, and all we could do was flee. These three here helped me escape, but there are still some left. Still, my brethren, my family is still there, being tormented by these horrors.
Were they excavating something? Or is that my shitty notes?
Yes, they said the
Yes, my
first
shitty
thought.
notes.
No,
Yes, your shitty notes.
They wanted to explore the old temple. We don't go there. We didn't see any problem with them taking care of that. But then the others came and just abused all of us.
Well,
So, the second group, they were even abusing the first group of yuan-ti.
Yes. It was...
Okay.
It was horrifying. They were... driven by something that I did not have time to try and understand for fear of my own safety.
And you want them gone, obviously, and you want your people to be rescued.
Yes. That
Well-
would be desirable.
Yes, well, you've come to the right people, and we'd be happy to do that for a small fee. It's what we do. We go around and we do right wrongs and help people for a small fee.
I don't have much to offer here. We don't really carry coin or gold.
Oh, no. I was just saying, like if we go there and we find stuff, that's what that is our payment for helping you.
She could give you crabs.
Yes, there should be a lot of seafood and crabs.
Oh, it's seafood, right? Okay, yeah, no, because I was like, I don't want to have to go to. It's very embarrassing. Anyway, I don't even have a small comb.
Again. Was the
Dude.
temple your deity or a yuan-ti deity?
It was not ours. I don't know why they wanted to explore it. They didn't say. They just said they were going to do explore the temple for their own curiosity.
Are you familiar with any of the symbolism on the temple itself, like belonging to a deity? Maybe that could help us identify who the temple actually belongs to?
Unfortunately not.
No?
I didn't go out there too often.
Okay. No, that's okay. Right, well, I don't really think that these, the Palm Mother will be able to give us too much information about the situation. It sounds like she was pretty far removed from it. So maybe it might be best to do a little bit of reconnaissance for the area. What do you guys think? Like, rather than charging in full ball into a pit of snakes?
Oh, definitely reconnaissance. We don't have. There's only 3 of us, and if we're going up against an entire tribe of yuan-ti, I don't think that's the smartest move. Take it.
Try some traps or a diversion or.
I think
Diplomacy is our second strongest suit.
Well, I still do have the bag of holding. I emptied the hags out. That just don't go in the young adult section of the Candlekeep library, because I emptied the dead hags into that area and then ran.
Noted. I'm just gonna write that down.
Do not go to borrow Twilight.
I don't think vampire is in vogue at the moment, actually. Okay, alright, let's go. Let's go for explore, guys. Let's see what we
Let's
can
do it.
find.
The village where we came from is a little further ways up the coast. And
Does it need a boat?
Mitor, who's still standing around behind you, steps forward and says, "Well, it's on me way, I suppose. You've been
That would
helpful thus far on my boat.
That would be mighty kind of you, Mitor.
Not a problem, young lass.
Oh my.
But please, just keep those snakes. If you see any more snakes, I'm not a fan. Don't like them. Keep them away. Please."
Aye, Captain.
And you all start to head back out of the area?
Yep.
As you all leave, and head back to the outdoor area, escorted by the 2 Gripli. One of them leans in to... Who was it that was asking? Leans into you, Bonnie. and says, I've been out to the temple before. I've noticed it says on it as symbols of something called the Scaled Mother.
Oh.
I've never thought too much of it.
Would you mind doing a quick sketch? Would that be a problem? I have paper and a quill.
I'm not much of an artist, but
That's okay. Just the best you can do is fine.
sure. And he borrows your pencil and quill.
Yep.
And what you see is I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for you just to see how bad I can make it. A frog draw a picture.
Oh, it'll just be authentic.
Authentic.
It's like I'm gonna place a bet. It's gonna be a dick. He's gonna hold it up. It's gonna be a dick.
You don't want a scaly dick. That's not what you want. You need medicine if that's your problem.
Hope this comes out alright. Kinda looks something like
Okay,
this.
just hold, please.
Trying to get. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got it. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yep. Well, and that looks more like a tree, but like a really badly drawn tree. Maybe it's just a tree.
No,
Well,
I
think
thought it
it's like
looked
a
a little
flying
bit
fish.
more like a fish.
Flying fish is where I went.
Yeah.
Slash
It's like
dragon.
Oh, the temple has
dragons
been
aren't real.
in ruins as long as we've been living in that area.
How long
None-
have you guys been living in the area for?
Oh, many generations now. Beyond
And that figure in years is.
long time.
You're talking hundreds of years, thousands of years.
No, not thousands. We came from further up north.
Greater than 6, less than 18.
Yes, about 300 years or so.
100 years. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And see, Gary, if it was a dragon, they would have noticed if there was a dragon around. Like, we're not gonna have to fight a dragon. I mean, the DM wouldn't be that mean.
He's just jumped ahead several chapters in Candlekeep. You're like, where's the big bad? Gonna end these guys once and for all. They're all dead.
That'll teach him a lesson, those pesky kids.
I assume that we're hearing Bonnie chat to this Grippli.
Yeah, you're all in
The
proximity.
Scaled Mother. Does that ring any bells for anyone?
You can
That's a
make
good question, actually.
history check. I don't know anything about your backstories, but
Well,
Have a go.
we've also spent a lot of time just literally just squatting in the Candlekeep library.
you
I've
History
been reading too much Twilight.
That's an 11.
That's part of the reason that I left the dead hags in the young adult section, was because I saw Gary reading Twilight.
Yeah.
5.
Whilst on paid time, by the way.
Just goes to the bathroom. Oh gosh, I need to go to the bathroom. And he's like there for like an hour, just reading Twilight.
Hashtag Team Jacob.
Oh gosh.
Where are we? So 11, 5. Gary, you having a history check too?
I got a
one.
12.
Okay. It's there. You kind of have some idea. You've heard the name before, or you know, you might have heard it. Something mother. I'm sorry, Finra. You have no idea what's going on.
No, I'm just like, I have a mother, I think.
But you've heard of this mother entity in the past. Yes. And you can't like this. It's unclear whether it's serpent, whether it's like a fish type thing. It's it's something of that kind of nature. It's curious that there's yuan-ti trying to potentially uncover it.
Bonnie, with your mad art skills, do you think you could almost take that scale mother image or symbol and produce a couple of variants of it, like a better detailed picture of a dragon or a fish or a...
I can certainly try.
See if he can...
Because there's like a crescent moon shape going on there, or an upside down flower. Like this, so many things.
I just worry that it's wings.
Okay.
It's probably going to be fine, guys. But I had an idea for infiltration. So we know that there's trapped Gripleys up there, and that there is at least some good yuan-ti there. What if we do like an uprising thing, and whilst they're distracted, we sneak into the temple?
So like sneak in amidst all the chaos.
Exactly.
What about getting out again?
That falls under the make it up as we go along thing. Didn't you read the policies and procedures? I'm pretty sure I gave you guys, when you joined the CCDA, you got policies and procedures.
You've given me an idea at least, and we can play to Gary's keen skill sets of starting fires.
Why are you referring to yourself in the third person? It's really weird, Gary.
Because probably he's got a nefarious scheme going on.
Okay.
Dissociative. What if we start a fire and that attracts some people?
Oh,
Doesn't have...
Snakes like warmth. Maybe they don't like fire, but...
So we seduce them.
Oh, well, can we put that as, like, option, like,
Z?
F? Z?
Okay.
Maybe a little
F?
bit further.
That is much higher than I was going to put it. I was going to be like Z, like...
Oh, well, you know, a bard's got to do what a bard's got to do, but...
Yeah, because you mentioned scaly dicks, and then I was just like, nah. Okay, anyway, Royal, distraction, fire. Okay, so...
I'm saying all of the thoughts. Okay. No,
So,
I think
aren't they in the swamp though? Will it be wet enough? Will it be dry enough to?
Well, it's a older kind of place. Maybe it's dried out. I don't really like so much the idea of recklessly destroying historical or religious architecture, because I don't want anyone like coming after me afterwards.
Oh, I didn't mean start a fire at the temple. I just meant like a fire that needs to be dealt with.
Oh, like the swamp gas. Methane is highly flammable.
Actually, that could work because we don't have anything that could we could put together and make a big boom or anything to get a lot of attention and like cause the distraction. So that could actually work. Do you reckon we could stall the methane? Like,
oh, a bag air balloon.
And just like light it on fire and just. Although I don't know if I want to be the one.
Bag.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be the one that's too close to the thing to light it on fire.
Should we get on our boat? And
let's get on the boat and plan on the boat.
See what we see while we're on the sea.
Oh, I know a song about that. A sailor went to sea, to see what he could see, but all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea. It writes itself.
Take inspiration for nailing that from start to end. Because you see Myrtle look over and he's like, yeah, he's starting to get the clap along going.
Other children's songs brought to you by Bonnie.
I was going to go with the Bird's Eye Fish Fingers song.
There's inspiration up for grabs if you can sing it.
Nope.
You still have +1 from last week as well because of the roleplay on the boat. So now I've got +2 inspiration.
That's right. I got an inspiration. I don't remember where I got the inspiration, but I got inspiration for something like I said last week. So, or last
that was the vomiting.
The vomiting. Yeah.
Okay.
I do bomber very well.
+1 hurls.
Emitor turns back to you, feeling now pretty pumped up from that little rendition. He's like, all right, we should get moving if we're going to try and get up there before I've got to drop you and run.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, let's get back on the boat. Is there any like medication or something that we could take before we get on so we don't all throw up again?
I didn't throw up.
We all throw up. We all threw up, Bonnie. It was a group experience. Worst team building exercise ever.
Oh, do you have any ginger? That sometimes can help.
Scramble through the bag of holding. Like I put my hand, ginger. I pull it out, and it's like a strand of like probably one of the hag's hair. With a bit of scalp still on it. I'm like, ugh!
It's the red-headed one.
It's the red. Like, no, it should be fine. I think we should be fine. We should be good. As I go to throw it, it's still like there's a little like bit of like sticky decay stuff is still on my hand. I'm trying to get rid of it. And
like a little piece of scalp.
Yeah, and it's like, wait, hang on. It's like, okay, there's nothing in there. There's nothing in the system. Let's do this.
You're not even on the boat yet. My God.
I know, but I think we've emptied out. That was a long haul up.
Oh, come on. You'll be fine. It's only a very short journey from here to their village. I've been past it many times. You won't even get a chance to feel sick.
Well, can they spot the boat from the village, though?
Can who spot the boat? The yuan-ti?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, like if we're gonna go there, like we don't want to be like, hey, we're here. We want to like try and go a little bit more covert, like sneak in and get the lay of the land before we do anything.
Well,
You could drop us off a little earlier.
I don't know. Look, outside of this village, from memory, there is a lot of jetties and decks where they used to farm these crabs, these giant crabs. I think that I'll get you as close as I can to land, but I think you might have to take your way or make your way along these jetties, because I can't get any closer because of all the rocks and crab shit they got everywhere.
Yeah.
From there, it's up to you.
That doesn't really sound like a sensible place to put your poop. You don't want to put your poop in your food supply. That's poor planning on their behind.
It really is.
Jetties.
So they said they put their crap in with their crabs and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
That's how people get sick.
When we say giant crabs, how giant are these crabs?
Oh, well, this the best seafood you can find comes from these lands, and these crabs are not to be trifled with. From what I've seen.
Are they the one with the big pincers, or the one with like the spidery, spindly legs?
Well, that's a great question. If you bear with me, Mito might just know.
I was like, is it mud crabs or like Japanese spider crabs?
And are they big enough that you could fashion some
Harnesses?
chest plates?
Leashes? Ride giant crabs into battle?
To be fair, Gary and I probably could because we're the smallest. No offense, Bonnie.
That sizes, that is.
But hey, you know, as the great deity Gaga says, like, you know, you were born this way, love yourself, all that stuff.
It'll be fantasy armor where we're like,
So it's like,
because we're the
first-
midgets. We hit
First
scales well.
it was no pony, alright? And now it's no giant crabs to ride into. It's just...
Well, to be fair, Bonnie, do you really want crabs?
Well, battle crabs, yeah.
That's some regular crabs. And believe me, I know.
Battle crabs does sound awesome.
The
I'm
ones
gonna
I've
write
seen.
that down just so that I can say it next week when we go to recap it. I'll be like, what the hell?
Battle crabs.
Battle crabs.
I mean, the shells I've seen laying around their village, the rather large
Pincy bits.
pincy bits. I'm sure they got a real mandibles or
No,
something.
mandibles is teeth.
That's mouthy bits.
They're
Okay, not
claws.
mandibles. Claws. The choppy ones.
Clackers.
Yes, the ones that
Cl-
will do
No,
some damage.
I'm pretty sure it's called a cloaca. Is that right?
Cloaca.
Cloaca. It's the cloaca, isn't it?
It is now, Fenrina. Cloacas. Yes, they're.
No, it's not. No, and Bonnie's just like not knowing how to address this situation, and I'm just gonna leave it.
Anyway,
go around saying that. That's fine.
I'm sure that like the Grippli are very controlled in farming their crabs. I'm sure they're fine. Let me get you up there. See if you can help out these Grippli folk.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's
Okay.
go. Onwards to adventure, CDA.
You reboard the ship and set off. And it's not too far up the coast. I want to say it's about 7 or 8 kilometers or 5 miles for those in the old language.
What's a mile?
A unit of measure.
Yeah, it's about 1,026 distances from your from your nose to your fingertips.
Unless you have freakishly long arms, in which case you might overshoot your distance a little.
So let's just guesstimate.
Mhm.
And it takes you about, an hour and a half to get up there. Not a lot of wind up this area of the coast. Before you see that, let me just drop the map. Columns of stone. You see a series of columns of stone with platforms built around them that are connected by rickety looking gangways that touch the sea or disappear beneath the frothing waves. Oh, thanks for the sub, Opry Peanuts. Oh, gifted
you,
by
dude.
Cat. Cat, you're a legend.
Aw.
Rickety looking gangways that touch the sea or disappear beneath the frothing waves are laid out before you. In the distance, you can see the marshy shore. Dark shapes move under the surface and flashes of red carapace draw the eye. This is not a safe place.
Do you guys know how to swim?
I don't think so. But what I do know is that I am. I picked new spells and I was hoping I was going to be able to use it last time. But I do know that, sometimes you guys aren't going to give a girl a pony, so a girl's just got to go and get her own pony. And I'm going to cast Phantom Steed.
Oh,
That'll do it.
And I don't know if potentially the horse can carry us all, but I figure we want to get over there as quickly as we possibly can.
like weight-wise, like Gary and I are like the same. Like we're together. We're like one person.
Ah, we can do two
So-
people, I think.
Yeah.
Ah.
Does your horsey
Oh,
fly
hold on.
or?
You or a creature you choose can ride the steed. So you
Oh,
can just
so-
ride and get across really quickly. But I'd rather get across really quickly than, be crab food. Personally.
Yes.
Did you say we see the occasional carapace?
Yes.
Awesome.
Well, does
Battle
does
crabs.
does your steed does it just like hover, like fly, or?
Well, it says it operates like a normal horse, so I assume it's gonna like clippity clop all the way down the rickety bridge.
Okay.
But it will be able to, I hope, because horses in real life can jump, so I'm hoping it'll just jump over the water bits.
Okay. I am just a little like. I really don't want. Like, I don't know. You don't know if you know. You're not sure if you can swim really well. I'm not a fantastic swimmer. One could even say the deepest amount of water I've ever been in was when we were in that big bathhouse. Gary, can you swim?
I can swim, but also do monk shit.
You can
So
do monk shit.
fairly good, jumpy, athleticsy
Cool.
ninja stuff.
Okay, yeah, because also I'm also worried about the effect that seawater will have on my current outfit. I really don't want it to be discolored.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I have prestidigitation, so I can fix that problem. And also, I do have spare the dying, worst comes to worst, so it kind of covers both.
Let's
Your fear
hope
of dying and your fear of your outfit getting ruined.
Cool. All right. Well, at least if I do die, you know, in that 6 seconds where you have a chance to like cast a spell, you know, my clothes will be good. So.
And if you do die, that 600 gold in total becomes a two-way split.
I will haunt your fucking ass.
And you also won't care about your clothes being ruined because you'll be dead.
Fenrir just looks out across like the waves and stuff, and he's just like, "I'm gonna end up eaten by a fucking crab." Just thinks to himself, "I'm gonna get eaten by a fucking crab."
Is there anything under the water, in the water, you name it, that either looks alive and dangerous or dead and unwelcoming?
Make a perception check.
Perception. For 15.
Yeah, these carapace, these shells that you see, you kind of catch some of them at the corner of your eye, and by the time you glance in that direction, it's not there anymore.
Do I get a sense of size?
You do get a sense of size. Like, these are not crabs you would put on a dinner plate. These are crabs that would be the size of like a car, kind of thing.
Oh, so they are battle crabs.
Yeah, battle crabs. We could totally make crab armor. Is there anything dead-ish in the water, like other adventuring parties?
With your perception check, you're able to make out like the shells of other creatures or other crabs which have just since passed or been eaten away by other creatures. They're kind of scattered and broken apart to a large degree. You don't see anything to the nature of
Skeletons.
other skeletons and things like that. No.
Whilst Gary is looking intently at the water, I'm gonna do that thing that everyone did as a teenager and like young kids when someone's like close to the water or something, and just go up and just like grab him and pretend like I'm about to push him in the water.
Make a sleight of hand.
Make a dickhead check.
We don't even need to roll that one.
Yeah.
It really is. Well, can I roll a stealth check to see if I can even sneak up on him?
You absolutely can roll a stealth check.
24.
24 against your perception, Gary.
I always forget where they hide natural perception. What's it called? Passive.
Passive perception.
Yeah, it's not going to beat 24.
It's not going to be 24, no.
Yeah, so what do you do for me?
I sneak up behind him as he's looking intently in the water. I do one of those, like, grab him by the shoulders and I go, "Whoa!" It's like, "Sorry, Gary. It looked like a crab was about to burst out of the water and eat you."
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Finry.
No, it's good.
Seems
Yeah.
We're not alone. And there seems to be some giant fuck-off battle crabs. The size of cars. Don't know what a car is. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I know. It's just a little bit of fun to alleviate the tension of the possibly very dangerous situation we're about to find ourselves in. And also, Gary, I'm really happy you wore the brown pants because no one can tell that you just shit yourself.
They can tell.
I'm gonna just go like down to water level and kind of peer in, like away from Finry a little bit, and I'm just gonna like stop, talking. Gonna go. Hello, crabs. I don't know if you can hear me, but hi. In my head, I'm thinking, wouldn't it be really fucked up if there was this race of sentient crab people that the frogs just kind of like harvested and ate, and the crabs are actually really mad, not because, you know, they're just generally angry creatures, but because they're getting eaten?
That's a lot to think.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking while you guys were doing it. Well, that's what Maddie was thinking, so that's what Bonnie's going to be doing.
As you sit there, crouched down, face close to the water, and talk to the water, you see a figure start to move in underneath you.
Please don't eat me.
And then, with the ruckus being made, Finri, you start to feel some drops of water on your feet as well. And Gary, you look down and you see one of these claws start to climb out of the water as 4 giant crabs make their way either side of you.
Watch out for the watch out for the I can't even freaking say it. Watch out for the cloaca.
Hello, friends.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
The one you're looking at, Bonnie, just straight away looks you in the eye, and the claw comes out ready for an attack. Let's roll some initiative.
Fuck.
He wants to shake hands. He wants
It's
to
a
shake.
crab.
He wants to shake.
Eat you so hard for lunch.
That's pretty good. Oh, Gary with the natural 20.
For a total of 25. Can't sneak up on Gary. I mean, Finri just did, but I'm alert now.
Gotta find some combat tunes. Stand by.
I know, Bonnie just wanted to ride the crabs.
Let's lasso some crabs. Let's do it. Let's lasso
alright.
some fucking crabs.
Hang on, it's Rafe. Oh no, it's Rafe that has
Who's missing?
the
Bonnie's
whip.
missing. Bonnie's frozen.
Bonnie rolled a 9.
She rolled a 9.
Yeah, I rolled a 9. Sorry, my baby's being a jerk apparently.
Are you good? Everything okay?
Yeah, no, Jared's gonna do it. He's just kind of like, he's got a Nerf gun that he got from the green shed, and he's painting it. And then he's gonna go get the baby.
I thought you were about to say.
That's how he's going to pick the
He's holding it. Oh, too funny.
Remember when I told you I'd kill you last? I lied. The Nerf gun.
Inflatable cats had a wonderful idea.
No. Okay, so first off we have Gary as the crab
Multi-class!
the crab starts to climb up. You're getting closer to your feet as it climbs up this the gangway.
Fuck you.
Oops.
Sorry?
Are we running or are we fighting?
Can you give me some more?
I might. I can't really move. No, I suppose I can. It wouldn't be an attack. I'm just gonna hit something. Because it's what I'm good at. Punch, punch. I will hit the one on the left.
This one?
Yeah.
Let's have it.
Are we flank? Okay, it doesn't matter. Well, are we flanking?
No, you are being flanked.
Being flanked? Okay, cool.
Okay, what did you roll? You rolled an 18 to hit. That absolutely hits for 7 points of damage.
And I might key point stunning strike. Try and stun it.
Okay, go for it.
A stunning strike.
Shame there's pictures for the crabs to exist.
I mean, I'm sure if you type in crabs into Google and it's got images, you should be fine.
I don't know. I mean, these are giant crabs with big cloacas.
Do you guys know what that means?
Yes.
I just saw we're all on the same page.
Type into Google
Crab cloacas.
cloaca.
Okay, Jazz. DC 14 con.
Oh, let's have a look here. Oh, saves with 17.
Bollocks.
Okay, so no studied strike.
All right.
What do
I will throw another punch for a natty 20.
Nat 20 absolutely hits. 28.
For 8 points.
8 points of damage. Your second strike as you pop out too. Bang, bang. This crab just its shell cracks. Just slinks back into the water.
Oh, it's running away, is it?
Finished. You killed it.
Oh, they're not so bad.
Flurry of blows.
On the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes. So, yeah. Attacky. 19 to hit.
A 19 does hit.
That's coming out with Surge Gauntlets.
12 points of damage, yes?
Yeah.
A big one, big rolls.
Double.
I feel like
Shit.
that one.
It's not adding shit to it.
What should it be?
I think it's pulling in some old Gary stuff. Let's take that. Let's unwind that.
Okay.
Let's turn it take the hit, but I don't think the damage is right.
Alright.
It's pulling in extra magic shit from an old Gary
Okay.
for an 8.
8 points of damage.
And another one.
Oh,
no,
my
because I
God.
still I need to hit. So attack. This is the second attack of Flurry of Blows.
Okay, that hits.
For a 9 points.
9 points of damage. As you quickly kind of lead into the second one with like an uppercut followed by a haymaker, and that second one just crunches the top of the shell. And again, it goes still and then just crashes down into the water.
Sweet.
Oops. That your turn complete?
There's 1 stun strike 2. Yeah, cool. Just making sure I'm ticking off the key points. I have a deep well of key points, Jazz.
Amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Brilliant.
Stunning strikes all round, buddy.
I'll tell you what, by the end of this year, I'll be well versed on how to deal with monks. Okay, that brings us to who? The crab to the right of Bonnie.
Oh.
This is the one you were talking to. And as it comes up, it looks you right in the face before
Why can't we be friends? Why can't
it reaches
we
out
be friends?
and attempts to claw at your head.
That's why we can't be friends, obviously.
For 18 to hit,
Yes.
dealing 4 points of damage.
Oh, it could be worse. It could be worse.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Oh wait, no, that won't work because that was an 18, wasn't it? Never
18
mind.
to hit.
Alright. Yeah, alright.
Okay.
Oh, 4 points of damage.
The one on the other side of you, Bonnie, starts to creep up behind you. You can hear it clicking behind you. And it is also going to swipe in with its claws. Or
Oh, I'm going to use cutting words for this one because it's making an attack roll. I'm going to expend one of my bardic inspirations and I'm going to roll a dice and subtract the number from the creature's roll.
Okay, go for
Yeah,
it.
take that, you 1d8. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Watch me. Mock me. Witness me. Witness!
Does a 13 hit?
Shit, I think it does, actually. Yes!
Oh no. As it then deals. Oops.
It's me. Sorry.
Oh, that was you. Oh, hang on. It deals 4 damage to you there, Bonnie.
Mock me, Crab. I'm going to get you so hard that your babies will feel it. Your grandbabies will feel it. All future generations.
Finray, you're up.
Alright, well, I was focused on the ones that Gary was fighting and he demolished them both. And he's like, that's one way to get rid of crabs. And then flip around in time to see Bonnie get attacked by them. How you doing there, Bonnie?
I need sushi in my life.
I know, California crab roll, delicious. Okay, cool. Well, here's what I'm gonna do then. I am going to... summon my psychic blade, and I'm going to attack this one here first. Hiya! It's coming. It's coming. 9 to hit.
The 9 misses. So you're.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay, because I flip around, and for my bonus action, I do it again!
17 hits!
Awesome. Here comes damages, and because it's right next to Bonnie, it gets sneak attacks. That's 17 in total.
17 damage. Is this with that psychic blade as well?
Yeah, it's with the psychic blade. So the first one, it kind of like, I don't know if you guys have seen X-Men, and you know Psylocke, the one with the purple like sword thing that's in their hands. It's kind of like that, but more flamboyant. So first one I go to attack and scrape off the shell, and the second one I come in on the underarm, switch hands, and then I like stab it right in its cloaca.
And with that stab, it again, you hear the crack as its shell gets crunched, and it just goes limp and crashes down into the water, bringing us to Bonnie. I think that's you finished.
I'm so mad.
I'm done. Yeah.
Well done.
I have so much internal hate for these stupid fucking crabs. So I'm going to turn around and do the thing that I rationalized in my head that I was not going to do because it wasn't a very good tactical move, and I'm going to blast this remaining crab with Thunder Wave. I wasn't going to do this because you can hear it for 300 feet away. So it just, I got real mad. So I'm going to cast that at probably like 3rd level. I'm so mad.
Fucking obliterate this crab.
Gonna fucking try. Oh, did that roll? Oh, so it's a con save. So that's my damage if it makes a con save, and the con save is 15.
Oh, that's a 3. It's a big 3.
So you take 21 damage, crab man.
21 damage.
I'm gonna smush you into a fine paste.
So that pushes something away as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, 10 feet away. And any unsecured objects that are completely within the area automatically push 10 feet away as well.
Yeah. So a
15-foot cube away from me.
15-foot cube away. Does that affect friends as well?
Well, I'm not. So I've turned around. So I would aim the
pointed
cube.
away, not centered on you. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, you launch this thunder wave, and you can just see this crab in front of you. So much frustration and anger getting pushed towards it. It just shatters. There's legs and claws and carapace going everywhere as it flies 15 feet out into the water and then just lands in the water in a scatter of drops.
Let that be a lesson to the rest of you crabs.
Good job, Bonnie. Good job, Gary. We should probably move from where we are now. That was very loud. Like, Finrick kind of like continue like, okay, yep, no, yeah, all right. We should probably move from where we are now because I don't know if you saw this sign. And I pull up a sign from like where we docked. And it literally says crab maze.
What? Crab maze?
Crab.
Why would you want a maze of crabs?
I don't know. Like, I wasn't sure if it was like crab corn or something like that, but I'm like, no, there's no I there, so it's not maze, as in like corn. But, is Gary there? How do we get out of here?
Why don't we all make a stealth check?
Stealth check. 26.
Oh, that's not terrible. That could be worse.
Marky Mark is away from the computer currently.
Where'd he go?
Let's
do.
Stealth check.
The crabs got him.
Dragging him under. Okay. Gary rolled a 22 for stealth. Which way would you like to go along the crab maze?
Quickest way? Quickest way to me, looking at this maze. So, if we can make it across this part here, I'll move down and I'll bring Bonnie with me. Bonnie, if we can make it past this part here, can you see that'll take us to dry lands? Or is that a wall?
Where are you looking?
Down the bottom right corner.
So I have troubles when I play this. I can't, like, how do you move the actual base map on the screen so you can see more?
Right click it.
Alright, hold on.
Oh,
We can drag.
I have been suffering with this for months. Okay. I don't know. I can't see that far, Finry.
You can also zoom in and out.
Yeah, I've been trying, but my mouse wheel is like cactus. Okay, I don't know. Maybe we should just like pick a direction and just don't go backwards, and it'll be okay.
Okay, well, I don't think we can make the jump on this bridge here, but if we try for this one, we might be okay.
Well, I've got a horse, so I don't know about you, but I'll be okay.
Okay, can horses swim? I don't know how horses swim, but...
Yeah, they swim okay.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna
Giddy
go
up,
across this
Steve.
bit. What's your horse's name?
Oh, Felicia. That way I can go,
Felicia.
bye, Felicia.
I knew you were gonna make that joke. Oh. Alright, so far so good. So far so good. Alright. And then across this way.
So the secret is to let Finray go first.
Well, yeah, like, we're raging rolls. We don't check for traps.
Yeah, I know, Finry. My face felt it. It's fine.
Oh,
First
yeah, I
check.
forgot about that. How is that? How is that healing for you?
Well, I have to, like, you know, keep my hair down now because otherwise I've got, like, this whole portion behind my ear that's still not quite great, but for the most part, it's okay.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, you really should have signed up like health insurance through the company when you signed up with us.
I'll get you all, once you get to Finry's point, to make another stealth check.
Just gonna make a mental note of somehow like pulling a prank on Finry to just like, ugh, I don't know. I've got a disguise kit. I think the next time he goes to sleep or whatever, I'm going to use my disguise kit to like horribly disfigure his face. I think that's what I need to do.
You can certainly try. I rolled an 18 for my stealth check.
I rolled a natural 1, giving me a total of 9.
I got 19.
Okay, great. Carry
Hope you
on.
guys are carrying.
Alright, maybe down this way. Not in the water. No, not in the water. No, here we go.
I think you're going the wrong way.
No,
I think I'd
'cause
rather.
this isn't a wall down here, is it?
I'd rather go that way.
It's like a. You can see it's a wall, but it's
Which way?
not a high wall. It's like a break wall.
They've got
I'd rather
safety
go
ropes
this way.
around it.
Well, we can always. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Go this
You
way.
can lead this time, Bonnie.
And then I sort of stopped paying attention to me when you're just like telling me to sign up for this healthcare plan, which I had no on the job kind of knowledge of, and just like fuck, piece of shit.
It's the upper it's the upper management's fault. Okay.
Okay. What's that? Is that a wall? Can we go through that? What's the go? Is that? Can we climb over it? Is that not the way? I don't understand.
It is a wall. It's a break wall. You can climb over it. That's perfectly fine. It is not a high wall. It's just.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't we just do that? Maybe like I'll jump up and then like have a look and see what I can see over the side.
Yeah, sure. Did you?
Here, I'll
boost
stand on
up?
your shoulders, Finry.
Oh God!
I'm not even waiting for permission, just like climbing.
Aren't you on a horse? Can't you use your horse?
Oh, that's that. No, she doesn't do that.
All right, ready? Okay, I'll hold you up. Ready? Go.
Okay, I'm looking.
go.
I'm looking. Perception.
Oh God!
Okay, give me.
It's fine. That's
Yeah,
not that good. That's a 9. You know, if you stayed a little more still, Finry, some of us would be able to see.
I am very small and very weak. Okay?
Well, maybe
This
you
is not
should
my
work out
comfort.
more. Hit the gym, you know? Bench press some tunes or whatever it is.
Who's Jim and why am I hitting him?
I just completely loose, like, stop paying attention and balled out.
You can see off in the distance over the wall there is a number of different like huts beyond a small like inlet. Yeah, it's obviously it's daytime, so you can make out these huts. You can see some movement amongst them, but that's about it.
There might be frogs over there. Do frogs live in huts? Is that what they do?
Did you say you see huts?
Yeah, not pizza huts, but like probably domed huts.
Are they in good repair?
I didn't really get that good of a look. Were they in good repair?
Hard to tell from the distance and how quickly you managed to get up and
It's
back down.
hard to tell with how unstable Finry's grip was.
Do you want me to have a look? I'll have a look. I'll climb up and I'll have a look.
Just yeet him over the wall.
Give us a perception check.
$22.
Yeah, with your 22, again, you can see the number of these round-roofed huts scattered around the opposite side of this water inlet. The figures that are moving around, they do have like a serpent-like head. They pay no attention to you as your head sort of pokes above the wall and drops back down.
All right. I saw serpent-like people with serpent-like heads out there. So there are definitely yuan-ti in that village ahead of us. I don't know how close we're all going to be able to get before we get spotted. And I don't know if we can really infiltrate. I don't know. Can we disguise us as like frogs or other yuan-ti?
Well, I have a disguise kit, but I don't know. Like, you're not really the right size unless you want to pretend to be like a frog baby.
Or like a snake baby.
Snake baby. You've got too many limbs to be a snake baby.
Well, no, because they have like human type bodies, but then like snake heads and stuff. Like, did they all have like snake heads, or were there some that looked a bit more like us,
Oh, they
or
did.
was it like a mix?
They all had snake heads from what you could see. Yeah, you didn't see any other kinds of creatures there. Like humanoids with snake heads.
Yeah, I googled it. There's like a couple of different versions of what they look like, so I'm like, oh, okay, that's not how I thought they looked. What I got.
Otherwise, like we can.
No, it won't be a very
Try-
good disguise.
What?
Say that again, Fenrir. Your feed just froze for a second.
Oh no! No, what I said was we could always just try and sneak in together, but I don't know how that's going to work. Like, we're all kind of stealthy, but
Well, we kind of wanted to scope it out a little bit first. Unless we can kind of like attract the crab's rage and direct the crabs at the yuan-ti. I mean, that would be my preference, and that would be like a mass.
what do crabs eat?
That is a good question. Do we know that?
Whoever's thinking about it can make an animal handling check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make a
Just
check,
up to
or
us.
make a check, your choice.
I got a 17.
I got a 6.
So, Bonnie, with your knowledge of animals, you kind of discern that crabs are more like bottom feeders, stuff that's floating around the bottom of waterways and things. It's been dead or easy to get. They're not much of attackers. But having said that, you haven't encountered giant crabs before today.
And they attacked us.
Okay, so we could feed them Finry, or we could. Finry, do you have any goo left in the bag? You had some stuff left on your hands before.
I think I may do. I was thinking, what if we can get them all riled up and like in a feeding frenzy, and then let them loose in the village to cause all the distraction, all the chaos.
Yeah, you just kind of got to like direct them that way. So, like, how do you get them out of the water and across the land to the village?
Well, pretty fast, like goo and just make them really angry.
Okay.
Do we have anything that we can like control things like I don't have any magic. You're the magic person. Do you have anything that can control things and people?
We could start a fire.
Not. Well, I do have some control spells, but it's more like suppressing emotions. Like I can calm emotions. I can make creatures indifferent, but they have to be humanoid. So that could work well against the yuan-ti. Like
So if we get spotted.
Yeah, they could be indifferent if they fail their charisma saves. I can enthrall, but that means that they only pay attention to me, which is not that ideal. And then that's kind of it for control spells.
Do we want to try and get closer and see if we can come up with a better plan? Get a bit of scope of the land?
I think that's probably the better. I don't really realistically see how we're gonna get all those crabs into that village, unless there's some kind of magical crab flute. We could like bring them along like the Pied Piper.
That would be fantastic. I would love that. That would be so much fun. Okay, all right. We'll sneak in closer.
I do have a question though. So, like, how do the crab people? No, sorry. How do the the bullywogs, Gripleys? How do the Gripleys convince the crabs to die and be harvested? Like,
oh no!
What's
They
their
kill the
process?
crabs. They kill the crabs and then harvest the meat.
okay, but how?
I should have pointed out that as you were looking at the water, not only did you see this crab coming up at you, you also saw like old or mangled crab cages, like things which were meant to contain them, which had been all destroyed.
Oh, okay. What? destroyed? So the crabs maybe destroyed their own cages?
They broke free. Crab uprising.
We've just come right into the middle of a civil war, haven't we?
Let's make it worse.
As we
Alright.
do usually, yes.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, okay. No, I think we should probably go for better investigation because I don't see how, with the tools that we have, how we're possibly going to get the crabs to do what we want them to do for the outcome that we want to achieve. So
Yeah.
I think we should put a pin in that one.
Climbing over the wall?
I think so. Gary, did you have any ideas?
No. In short, I had to temporarily tune out. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. We're thinking we can't get the crabs to sick on the snake people who are in the village over the just beyond yonder. So we're going to go and scope it out and see if we can find any other options. Because it could be the group of snakes that maybe aren't hostile. Because the first group were okay. It was the second group that came in that were all like, "We're going to end you!" Ah!
Is there much cover between us and the village?
I don't know. I didn't really get a good look.
Was there much cover between us and the village, DM?
What you were able to see was the open body of water between where you are and another set of docks, and beyond those docks is where you can see the huts and the village itself. So there is very little cover between where you are right now and the village beyond the waterway in front of you.
Cool. What time of day is it at the moment?
It's around midday-ish. I mean, by the time you kind of... Oh, no, it's probably like mid-afternoon by now, yeah.
Well, do we want to wait for cover of darkness to do this, or risk it now?
Well, we're not really in a rush.
We're not?
I don't think so.
Sorry, DM, just painting the mental image. We're at a wall. There's another open tract of open water and more docks.
Mm-hmm.
And then village, right? If we
so
swung around further to the right of the map as shown, left of us, I guess.
Yeah.
Do we know what's there?
You can see a shoreline, or what Henry would have been able to see, a shoreline looking left and right. It's like a small lake that is opposite side of this wall, so it is encircled by a shoreline. It's hard to tell, or didn't get much of a look whether it was all like a sandy bank or whether there was rocks and difficult terrain, but the water does end at some point, yes.
Well, why don't we wait until nightfall? I mean, Gary and I are okay, but you got attacked by some nasty cloackers there, Bonnie.
It wasn't too bad. Like, I've still got most of my health. I did notice that in the chat, some of our friends have suggested that Gary's fire idea was really good, so that's still an option.
Not from this far out. I'd want to get closer and then start a fire.
Alright. So, go now or go at nighttime?
Fire at nighttime sounds like a really good
distraction.
Maybe we need to wait till it gets darker.
Well, let's spend that time getting some wood and stuff, and like, are we going to set the fire here, or?
I think against the hut.
Probably in the village or near the village, or
not necessarily against a structure that someone would be sleeping in, because don't want collateral damage. That was
that makes sense. No, we don't want that. No, that would be bad for
business. Don't want a repeat of Waterdeep.
We don't know what happened at Waterdeep, Gary.
Sounds like murder happened in Waterdeep.
It does sound like murder.
Collateral damage happened in Waterdeep.
All right. Okay. Well, let's get some firewood and stuff that we can use to make a big ice distraction.
So
Also-
you're heading around this lake. Like, what's the story? Are you climbing over the wall and going left and right? Are you climbing over the wall and going through the water?
How dry are the planks?
The planks you're standing on.
Hmm.
Oh well, waterlogged. I mean, it's presently raining. There is, there's not much distance between the water and the gangways.
All right. Well, if we head over to the bank, there should probably be some driftwood and stuff that will hopefully be a little bit drier.
I have 10 torches.
Also, I have a thing that I can use that I keep forgetting that I've got, and then I click my fingers and I use one of my psychic dice that I've got because I just totally forget it all the time. I use my psionic whispers to begin speaking. Yeah. Which one is it? This one. Does it send through? It didn't send through. Anyway, I have... Why won't it send through? Okay, so I have this thing called Psionic Whispers, which pretty much means that I roll a D8, and for whatever I roll on the D8, for that amount of time, I can talk telepathically with up to 3 creatures.
From what distance?
Amazing.
Any distance.
For how long did it say?
So I roll a D8, and I rolled a 5. So for the next 5 hours, we can all speak telepathically.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So I was like, oh yeah, guys, we should be really quiet for this. And then I stopped talking, and I'm like, guys, can you hear me? In your heads.
Oh, no. This is like the insight that I never, ever wanted.
You can't read my mind. I just literally just talking to your head. If you wanted, like, I could just like project a thought into your head. Oh shit, Dick Nipples! And then you just take Dick Nipples in your head. Sorry guys, I don't know where they came from. Gary?
I was like, it just reminds me of like, it's a small world after all. No. Just like, too much.
Gary then thinks, we could start a fire. Yeah, fire would be really good right about now.
Yes, we'll start a fire. We are going to start a fire, but not right now. We already talked about this.
Fire.
Okay, so we do have a range. It's 1 mile.
Okay, well,
Thanks for the follow, Bomber Steve.
Let's go
Oh.
first floor.
The first time you use this power after each long rest, you don't expend a psionic energy die. So I haven't used the dice, but I had to roll it anyway. So interesting. But this only lasts 5 hours, and it's one special short rest, guys. So we should probably get a hustle on.
Okay. Right. So let's go collect some fire materials and maybe get a better lay of the land and try not to get spotted. And if you do, yell in your brain hole, snakes! Or whatever.
Don't actually yell. Just do it in your brain.
I said in your brain hole.
In your brain hole.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't listening. I'm surprised that the image that was in my head didn't translate through. That's probably a good thing. I don't need HR involved.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna go. Do we want to pick directions? Like, I'll go left, you go right. Like, another person can, whoever's the stealthiest, can scout out a little bit more forwards, or.
Well, I can keep watch if you guys want to gather some wood to make a fire.
Yeah, okay. Gary, do you want left or right?
How deep's the water?
Where you are, like, it's hard to tell. It's one of those situations where, it's an overcast day. You can see, it's hard to see the bottom, but given the proximity you are to land, it can't be that deep. It can't be more than a couple of feet deep.
So it's not really swimmable without thrashing around and making a whole heap of mess, noise.
You can certainly try.
Nope.
So what's happening? Going left, going right, going over the guts, up the middle.
I'll go stage right. Image right.
Image
My
right.
left. DM's right.
Are you following? Sorry, Benito.
I will go the other way. Yeah, I'll go the other way.
Okay. You're off to find burnable materials.
I'll probably keep an eye out for that, but also specifically any other evidence that I can find that will indicate what's been going on with the area, like who's been around, what's been going on. I think there's so much more to the story that we've actually been able to discover. So, yeah, I'm just going to try and piece together that puzzle.
Okay. As you kind of make your way to either side of this waterway, we'll take a 10-minute break. Pop up drinks, go for a quick bio break.
Work out what we're going to do.
Just went and did that. Okay, cool.
And then we're back and we'll try and wrap things up. It'll not too long.
It's a fluff! Look at the fluff! Look how fluffy it is!
Oh my god, it's a dog. I thought you only had cats.
No, there's no.
What is it?
That's a lot of fluff. That's a lot.
That is a Sheltie.
It's a walking pom-pom.
It is a walking pom
That
pom.
reminds me. I've got to take my
One day I'll play her.
The goodest boy.
Yeah. Short-lived, dumb as a brick.
Alright, everyone.
Did
back
you
in
see
10
the
minutes.
Dungeons and Doggers minis?
Oh, I love those things. They're great. There's a cat one as well, and the minis for the Rat King adventure is disgusting. It looks awful as hell, and I love it so much.
There is a bad cat hanging. The worst cat.
Oh, we will talk for a million years and not go on break. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have.
I was probably here for a break.
Alright, everyone. Back in 10 minutes. See you soon.
See you guys.